IT facilities can't function without proper utilities support, including power, air conditioning, and water. Any issues with the utilities can have a direct effect on the IT operations, and in consequence on the business functions. Common utilities issues should be considered, and security controls should be implemented to ensure that these issues don't become problems. Power supplied by electric companies is not always stable or clean, which could create fluctuations that might damage the IT equipment. To counter this issue, companies use uninterrupted power supply or UPS, to provide consistent power to the equipment. UPS uses batteries to store and supply power, which can be used temporarily even after the main power supply is off. Another option that can be used to counter power fluctuations is surge protectors, which include fuses that blow if the power level can harm the equipment. This will, however, cause the electricity to disconnect, so it's best used in situations where a power disconnect won't damage the equipment. If the business would be affected by a temporary loss of power, then the organization should consider having a generator on site, which would turn on automatically if the main power is disconnected. The terms related to power issues include blackout, spike, surge, brownout, and sag. Noise is another issue that could affect data transmission, where electric noise can interfere with the quality of electromagnetic transmissions, such as with electromagnetic interference due to difference in power, or with radio frequency interference. To protect against noise, proper power grounding should be done, cables should be shielded, and exposure to EMI sources should be limited. The environment conditions of the facilities should be maintained, that includes maintaining the heating, ventilation and air conditioning, or HVAC. The temperature of the facilities hosting computing systems should be kept usually low, or as recommended by the manufacturers. Humidity should be kept between 40 and 60%, where high humidity causes corrosion, while low humidity causes static electricity which might damage the equipment depending on the static voltage value. Facilities should be protected from issues caused by water, such as leakage or flooding. Although water issues do not occur frequently, their impact is high, because if water comes in contact with operational computers, then damage will certainly occur. This might also create electrocution risks, and nearby personnel might get in a dangerous situation. Facilities should be located far from water sources, and water detection sensors should be installed around critical systems. It is also recommended that facilities not be located in areas with high flooding probability, or at least be prepared to withstand such disasters. Finally, fire prevention and detection should be considered, to protect facilities and personnel from any harm. The fire triangle has three corners, which are fuel, heat, and oxygen, with chemical reaction in the middle. Managing any of these four items can stop the fire, where water can suppress temperature, dry powder can suppress fuel, carbon dioxide can suppress oxygen supply, and non-flammable gases can interfere with the chemical combustion. Fire goes through four primary stages, where it starts with the incipient stage where air gets ionized, then goes to the smoke stage, then to the flame stage, and finally to the heat stage where an intense heat builds up and everything around it starts burning. The faster the fire is detected, the easier it is to extinguish it. Personnel should be trained on what to do in case of a fire, and where the evacuation routes are located. Fire suppressors include fire extinguishers, which come in different types and classes, and each class is used against a specific type of fire. Fire detection systems alarm an organization that a fire is about to happen, and they can be temperature change detectors, temperature rate or rise detectors, flame actuators, and smoke actuators. Water suppression systems include wet pipe and dry pipe systems, deluge systems, and pre-action systems. Finally, gas discharge systems remove the oxygen from the air, which suppresses the fire, but should not be located where personnel are present.